morning, folks. Welcome to Beyond Pinky's. That's a secret underground test research kitchens that you will never find for Pinky's Westside Grill here on the West Side. This is Greg from Pinky's Westside Grill. You are watching Beyond Pinky's. I really don't know what to say about this, but what the hell? We're gonna cook it anyway. Now this is a rib steak. Beautiful piece of meat. That's what the ribeye comes off of. Has this huge bone. It's just a beautiful piece of meat. Very expensive piece of meat, but it's worth every dime if you cook it right. And hopefully I'm going to show you how to do that. So basically, just going to start with some salt and pepper. I did it like this. I did it like that. I did it with a wiffle ball bat. So I didn't even mind that. That could be a wiffle ball bat. That could be a baseball bat. Tomahawk chopping. I lived in Atlanta, and the Braves sucked while I lived there. Oh, they did. That's right. So Tomahawk, I got no mercy for them. Did you wear your Braves hat inside out on the side like that? No. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, all right. We got some salt and pepper. We'll press it in a little bit. So I've only eaten tomahawk twice in my life, and we were having that lesson earlier about what the tomahawk is. What, 3 different steaks? Or is it 4? 4 actually, yeah. 4 different steaks. Yeah, I can't remember them all, but I do remember the ribeye. And then there's the bone-in ribeye. And what is the name of it? I don't know. You got a sirloin, a bone-in ribeye? Yeah, sirloin. That's right. Yeah. And then, so what do you do with the bone? Like you can cook beef stock with it? Beef stock, dog. Do you eat the marrow out of the bone? Well, this might be a little too skinny. This isn't where they're pulling the marrow from. Nah. But I got a pit bull at home that would damn sure try. He'd love that. Hell, I might try it. I'm gonna take a few bites out of it. But yeah, this is marbled perfect. This is just a beautiful piece of meat. Beautiful piece of meat. So, we are gonna stick it on the grill. We're putting it in a 250-degree grill. So, don't hear loud sear, but you hear sear. Because you want to cook it low. You want an internal temperature of about 135, which will be a medium rare, which I think is the best way to eat these. And so we'll cook it, take tips, a few times, but probably take about an hour. But we're doing a reverse sear, and on the reverse sear, what we're doing is, most of the time you see people cook a steak and then they'll stick it in the oven to finish it off so it doesn't burn or anything. But what we're doing is we're going to kind of cook it first, and at the end we're going to sear all the flavors in, and which I think is a much better way of cooking it. But so you're going to cook it to the temperature you want it, and then you're going to sear. Yeah, we'll cook it to like 125 and take it off, and then we'll throw it in the pan with some We'll throw it in a cast iron pan with some rosemary, thyme, garlic cloves, and butter. So that'll be a good day. So we're gonna put it in here for about 20 minutes. Just forget about it, and then we'll probably flip it, and then we'll let it cook another 20 minutes. And then we'll start taking temperatures, and then we'll get that reverse sear on. So we will say goodbye for a little bit, and we'll be back. Good. All right, so now, while I was talking about reverse sear, this is the reverse sear part. Tomahawk's been in there 45 minutes, something like that. It's about 119 degrees. We got about 4 or 5 degrees to go.
100 degrees under the tree.
100 degrees under the tree.
Pop tart here.
Hot tart. This is Larry Sprinkle. He's a big fan of fish.
Well, what about Richard Twisted?
Richard Dreyfuss? Yes. Dreyfuss. That was crazy. Yeah. I believe it. Random famous people just come in sometimes. It's just really strange. We had a call one day and they were like, we want to bring Richard Dreyfuss in. Is there anywhere he could sit? You know, I mean, he didn't want anything really special or anything, but he was the nicest guy. All right, so we've got some salted butter and whole garlic cloves, fresh rosemary, and fresh thyme.
So why salt the butter?
Well, in my reasoning, I only use unsalted butter for one thing, and that's making hollandaise.
So you're a fan of salted butter?
Yeah, I do like some salted butter. I don't eat a lot of butter, but when I do, yeah, I want that. I want all the flavor I can get. You know how I ration stuff out and don't, I have a weird eating schedule.
Well, Dr. Joel Wallach says you can eat a stick of butter a day and 8 eggs.
And peel it like a banana. It's 8 eggs.
I am a fan of rosemary. Not only doing rosemary potatoes, but doing rosemary simple syrups.
Yeah. Rosemary is fantastic. Take one of these, let's stick it down in a fryer, and let these prawns get crispy. So good. Simple. But it's kind of like Christmas in the air.
So like Beavis and Butthead cook.
Yeah.
Greg and Andy, here we go, cooking. Welcome to this episode of Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, fire. Fire. Oh, let it chop right. See what I do? Yeah, we're getting all the oils out of the fresh herbs. Just a second, we're gonna pull that big tomahawk out and drop it down in there and seal in the flavor. It's your reverse sear. Okay, now this is this is a very French way of cooking. Young gator could have spit in the pan. I think this will work. I did dirt.
So the benefits from the bone is does it give more flavor to it?
Might be more better. And I'm sure that produces more flavor. Hey, there you go. Gonna take oil. Figure it out. It's gonna look. So we still had, yeah, sorry. Sealing in all of that flavor. You can smell all of the earth and the garlics and but this is over there. Lena's maybe a little over medium rare, but I don't think anybody's gonna mind. That's part of the animal, so it's part of the meat to me. So, but anyway, I see why when I was 15 years old, I weighed about 280 pounds.
When I was a young boy.
I was a big young boy. All right, here we go. Let's see what this thing looks like. Very tender. And a little more on the medium side.
Yeah.
But either way,
Still looks good.
that's yeah, there's still blood in there. So yeah, we're up. But let's jump. Oh, the good part is you got that nice piece of fat right in the middle. So there you go. Tomahawk, a little over medium rare, which is what I like it at, but some people eat them up to well done, and that is a tomahawk. Oh, yeah. There's good stuff back there.
Oh,
There you go.
hey, Tomahawk, what's up?